One shot. That's all it took. One shot to define a season, a year of relentless practice, and for me, a lifetime. The clock was ticking down. 3, 2, 1. The ball left my hands, soaring towards the hoop, the championship title hanging in the air with it. It felt perfect. And then, it wasn't. The clang of the rim was deafening, a sound that echoed louder than the disappointed groans from the crowd. We lost, and it was my fault. That miss became my shadow. It followed me everywhere. The basketball court, once my sanctuary, felt like a crime scene. The weight of that single moment was crushing. I replayed it in my mind 1,000 times, each time feeling the sting of failure as if it were new. I couldn't sleep. I couldn't focus. The joy I once found in the game was gone, replaced by a constant, nagging fear. I started avoiding my teammates, my friends, and even the ball itself. It just sat in the corner of my room, a round leather reminder of my biggest choke. One evening, my dad found me just staring at a blank wall. He didn't say much at first. He just sat with me in the silence. Then he said something I'll never forget. "Jake," he started, "that shot doesn't define you. What do you do next?" "That's what will." He told me about his own failures, the times he stumbled and felt like he couldn't get back up. He said, "True strength isn't about never falling. It's about how many times you get back on your feet." His words were a lifeline. He didn't offer easy answers. He just offered understanding. And for the first time in months, I felt a flicker of hope. The next morning, before the sun was even up, I picked up my basketball. The court was empty, quiet. I started with simple dribbles, the familiar rhythm, a comfort. Then layups. Then free throws. It was clumsy at first. My muscles were tight. My confidence was shot. But I kept going, day after day. I was the first one on the court and the last one to leave. I wasn't just practicing shots. I was rebuilding myself. I trained harder than ever before, fueled not by the fear of failing again, but by the desire to prove my dad right. I wanted to define what came next. A year passed. The seasons changed, and we found ourselves back in the championship game. The score was tied, and the clock was winding down. It was like a scene straight out of my nightmares. My coach called a timeout and looked right at me. "Jake," he said, "the ball's in your hands." My heart pounded in my chest, but this time it was different. There was no fear. I looked over at my dad in the stands, who gave me a simple, confident nod. I got the ball. The defender was on me. The crowd was a blur of noise, but all I could hear was the steady beat of the basketball against the floor. 3, 2. I took the shot. As the ball sailed through the air, everything went silent. It felt like an eternity. And then, swish. Nothing but net. The buzzer sounded, and the gym erupted. We had won. My teammates mobbed me, lifting me onto their shoulders. But my eyes were on my dad. In that moment, it wasn't just about the win. It was about redemption. It was about getting back up. It was about proving that one failure, no matter how big, doesn't have the final say. Thanks for watching. Remember to subscribe for more stories like this.